Do you have a minute to talk about comic book layouts with me? Hi, I'm Jay Sheik, and I'm an art professor, and I draw comics, graphic novels, and museum exhibits. One of the best pieces of comic book layout advice I ever received was to think about comic book panels themselves as beats in a piece of music. And you know how in a piece of music, some beats last a little longer than others. They reverberate, or they're just in tone for longer, or they're hit more times, however it might be, and some are smaller. But thinking of the panels in that way is a way of kind of creating more variety on your page. So an example from my own work here is a panel from Hushrona #2. Shoji has this shocked expression on his face, and the speed lines kind of emphasizing focus there. Kind of a small panel upper left matched with another small panel of his attacker. And then we pull back out for this wide shot to see the attacker removing the knife. We know now that Shoji has been stabbed. And have a wide quarter panel down here, low angle shot so that those bandits are put into kind of a position of power over us. And then we move back into a narrow panel as the world is closing in around Shoji. Or to contrast that, maybe something like this scene here from One True Love, written by Mario Candelaria, which I drew and is going to print very soon, where we have Pete beating up this guy at the beach bonfire. We cut over to Amber. We have that close up there of the punch. We move in closer on Pete, but then it moves to this sort of staccato rhythm of tiny panels showing each individual punch, cutting back and forth between face to fist until we close on this wide shot in reaction. Now, that's not to say that there's anything inherently wrong with more symmetrical or like uniform kinds of designs. The 9-panel grid is a classic for a reason, but sometimes a moment needs more room or less room. Maybe the character needs to feel claustrophobically enclosed in this tiny panel to really evoke this moment of pain or isolation that they're feeling. And maybe you just need a whole damn splash page because you just really like to draw big explosions. Well, that's what I got for you. Happy comic making, everybody.